So in today's video is going to be a very simple video. We're going to go over the essential trading programs and the tool, the website that you guys are going to use every single day. This is pretty much the tools that is going to give you guys the access to trade in these financials market. So the first website, the first tool that we're going to use is TradingView, right? So TradingView, let's make it a scenario the same way that we all clock in at a regular job, right? So usually whenever we clock in at a regular job, there is a computer or there's like a little machine in the wall that you pretty much just put your numbers and you guys are ready to start off your working day, right? So TradingView is going to be the same exact scenario. Without TradingView, you guys are not pretty much able to see what the market is doing or what is the data doing, right? So TradingView is going to be the number one website, the number one program that you guys are going to use as a trader. So TradingView is a website where you guys are going to be able to have multiple charts, multiple markets, right? You guys have the stock market, the Forex, the crypto, commodity, indice, the list goes on. So TradingView is going to be where it gives you access to real-time data and it's going to give you access to multiple markets. This is the website that you guys are going to be able to analyze the market so that you guys are able to take a trade, either buying the market or either selling the market. Moving forward, the next website that we have here is Forex Factory. Now, Forex Factory is a website that provides us with real-time news. We have economics events and we also have detailed economic calendar, right? So Forex Factory is very important, right? Whenever we are trading, right? Remember, one of the things that do move the market a lot, it is economic event, right? So we need to be aware what type of news there is throughout that day. Let's say we're trading today, which is Wednesday. Let's say today, Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, there is news, right? Forex Factory is going to provide us with that news and as well with data. Let's say that in the data is going to show us, hey, previous time it was showing that there was low interest. Now, in today's market, there's going to be high interest, right? It's going to show you guys pretty much all this number. Obviously, later on in the video, we're going to understand how fundamental works with trading. But this is pretty much the idea. It's just going to give you guys the real-time data and as well what type of event, what type of economic event news there is at that specific day. So Forex Factory, again, it is very important because we need to stay out. Technically, we have to stay out whenever there's news, right? So we need to be aware what time of days are we trading, what days there is a lot of news. So obviously, we can just stay out. The next program that we're looking here is a broker, right? Now, obviously, everyone needs a broker to be able to access to trading, right? So a broker, pretty much, you are going to deposit your investment. Let's say you are depositing $1,000. You deposit it into a broker. The broker, what is it going to do? Pretty much is going to have you an account. This is going to be a live account. Once you have a live account, you're going to be able to trade different type of markets, different type of instruments, right? So the broker is just going to give you guys access to the real-time chart so you guys are able to make money. So you deposit your funds. Now, the broker that I trade with, the broker that I've been trading with this year, and the only broker that I do recommend right now is Gates FX. Now, here are the main reasons why I do recommend you guys to trade with Gates FX. I'll be leaving all of this down, the link all the way down in the description so you guys can obviously do your research. But these are my opinions and this is the reason why I do recommend you guys to trade with Gates FX. One of my favorite ones is the withdrawals and one of the other ones it is the bonus deposit, right? So the withdrawal, obviously, because again, we are a trader, our goal is to make money every single day. So let's say you guys made your first $1,000 in the market and you have your $1,000 investment, right? Let's give you guys an example. We have $1,000 in profit. You guys want to take this out. All you got to do is just simply request a withdrawal request. The withdrawal takes less than 40 minutes and then those 40 minutes is going to be directly into your bank account, which is obviously amazing. We have the bonus deposit. What is the bonus deposit? I do believe Gates FX, they do like 90%. So pretty much they're gonna match of what your investment is, right? So if you have an investment of $1,000, Gates FX is gonna give you an extra $900 in equity, right? Pretty much we're gonna have $900 in equity, which is gonna give us access to make more money with the market since we have more volume, right? So Gates FX is the broker that I do recommend. Again, I'm gonna leave the link down below so you guys can go and take a look. Now, the other website that we have here is MyFXBooks. Now, MyFXBooks, the only reason why I use MyFXBooks is for a lot calculator, right? Now, a lot calculator is pretty much is going to be a calculator that you're going to put in your account balance, you're going to put in your stop loss, how much are you willing to risk per trade, and what is the pair that you're basically trading, right? So pretty much the calculator is going to calculate all of this and it's going to give you guys a lot size what to use depending on your account size and depending on your risk, right? So let's say you are trading Euro USD, you have an account balance of $5,000. Let's say you're risking 1% and your stop loss is 10 pips. And then the calculator is just going to give you guys the lot size to use, the correct lot size to use. And let's say that lot size is going to give you guys, okay, I'm using this lot size. I'm gonna lose this much, which is 1% of my account, and then obviously you're gonna make your profit, which is double of your investment, right? So the calculator is the only reason why I use my FX books. It is very helpful. So again, it gives you guys the right lot size to use, so that you guys don't use just random one, or you guys just guess what type of lot size you guys are gonna use. So my FX book, it is very highly recommended. So now showing you guys exactly what is every single website. So this website right over here is TradingView. You go to Google, you search up TradingView, right? Once you search up TradingView, you pretty much just create an account. It is completely free, and then again, it's going to give you guys access to the real-time chart. So as you guys can see, this is the pair that I trade, which is XAU USD, which is gold. Right over here, you have your time frames, right? Later on in this video, we're going to go explain to you guys exactly what is time frame and how to properly use them correctly. But these are the time frame. This is the time frame that you're able to see the market different type of sessions, right? So for example, we're in the 5-minute time frame right now. So pretty much these candlesticks right over here, they open and they close every 5 minutes. And then again, it just continues going on. The 15-minute time frame, it is a 15-minute time frame candle, which opens in 15 minutes and it closes in 15 minutes. And then again, with the 30, now we're 4-hour daily, weekly, and monthly, right? So you guys can pretty much see that you guys get access to the real-time data. Now, I'm going to show you guys the tools that I use, right? You guys can copy and paste these tools. These are the tools that I've been using for the past years, the tools that I use to do my analysis, and the tools that I use to do my, my journaling and making sure, what type of areas of interest I'm looking for. Now, this tools over here, obviously, it's not going to give you guys the answer, hey, buys are going to be here or sells is going to be here. These are the tools that you guys are going to use just to mark up important key levels, right? So starting off over here, the only ones that I have marked up is the trend line, the horizontal line, and the horizontal rate. So you guys can just mark it up as a star, and it will add it up into this favorite box. We have this other one over here, which is the Fibonacci retracement. This one over here, I do not have any. This one over here, I have the long and the short position only, and then as well the data price range. You guys can just mark this as favor. Over here in these brushes, I have the brushes, I have the arrow, I have the rectangle, the path, and the ellipse. And then right over here, honestly, the only one that you guys need here is just the text. So again, this over here is going to be where your tools are going to be accessed. If you guys mark up the ones that I personally use, it's going to be giving you guys a box just like this. Now, to have a whole different settings, right? Because again, you guys can obviously change the color of the chart, change the color of the backgrounds. You right click, you click settings. And then if you go to symbols, this is, the body. So let's say you want it black, let's change over here black. If you want it white, it's going to change to white. If you wanted this color, it's going to change to that color. So it's going to be the colors of the body. You guys want to change the whole background. Again, right click settings, go to canvas right here. And then this is the background. And then pretty much this is how you guys can change it. So this is pretty much the settings, the tools. If we look here at the left side right over here, you have where you're gonna have your watch list, right? This is basically the watch list of the trade that you are, the watch list of the pairs that you guys are gonna trade. Again, we have the watch list. The way to add these symbols, you're gonna click on this cross, click it, boom, and you guys are gonna have all of these symbols right over here. You have the stock market, you have funds, you have futures, you have Forex, you have cryptos, you have indices, you have bonds, you have economy, and you also have options, right? Now, the one that I focus on the most is just indices and as well Forex, which is going to give me guys access to the commodities, which is XAU USD. Now, the way for you guys to add it as well, you guys are going to simply click this other cross right over here. Let's say you guys want to have your USD. You click it, boom, it's going to be added into your watch list. Perfect. There you go. It's going to have it into your watch list. If you guys want to delete this watch list, all you guys got to do is just click this delete button and boom, it takes out. So these are the only ones that I have marked up. So I can delete this one, I can delete this one. So these are honestly only the ones that I have marked up and the only one that I use on a daily basis. So this is exactly what TradingView looks like. It's going to give you guys access to many different type of assets, many different type of markets. You guys are going to come here every single day like a job, right? You guys are going to come here, you guys are going to do your analysis. You guys are going to find your areas of interest where you guys are taking buys or where you guys are taking sells, right? So this is pretty much where your workday pretty much starts. This next website that we're going to be using every single day is Forex Factory. So Forex Factory is a simple website to use. It's nothing complicated at all. It's just going to be a website that's going to give us access to live data, live economic events, right? So this is exactly how the website looks like. You search up Forex Factory and it's going to take you guys to a page just like this. The only thing that we need to pay attention here is this box right over here. Now to get access to this box, all you guys got to do is just click on this funnel. Once you guys click on this funnel, the only folder that you guys want to have marked up is this red one, which is high impact news, the only folder that actually affects the market. And then we have the silver one over here, which is going to show us, hey, there's a bank holiday today, meaning that we're not able to trade, right? The market is closed, so there's no point for us to trade at all. And then on here on the right side, we have the currencies. What currency are we trading? What type of currency that we're trading, so that we can see the news event as well. I personally only trade the USD currency, so I only have USD right over here. Once you guys have the settings, all you guys can do is click apply filter, and it's going to give you guys access to that red folder only. Now, if you guys click on this one over here, it's also going to give you guys the calendars for the whole entire week, for the whole entire month. So let's say you guys are starting off trading this week, right? So we start on Sunday at 6 p.m. and then we close, 6 p.m. We start Sunday at 6, and then Saturday we finish trading on Friday at the 11th, right? We apply settings, and then as you guys can see, it's going to give you guys access of the whole entire news event throughout these next couple of days. So today we did have news at 2 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday, we do have news at 8:30 in the morning. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of red folder news, which means there is high impact news. So whenever there's red folders like this is exactly where we stay out at this trading session and just give it a few hours so the market can go back to regular. Here on the right side, you guys can see the previous. It's going to show you guys the previous interest, the forecast. This is pretty much what they're expecting. They're expecting, for the percentage to be 1% higher than the previous one. If you click on this one, it's going to give you guys access to all the previous news event, right? So it goes from November 13, 2024. You guys going to see how it was. The previous was 3%, 0.3%. The forecast was 0.3%. It came out to be 0.3%, right? You guys can see all of this. You guys can go back into the actual chart. You guys can go back into those data and see how those news event affects the market, right? So I'm going to give you guys an example right now. We're going to go back into the last CPI, which was March 12, 0.2. You guys can see all of this, right? So let me show you guys exactly what do I mean. All right, so check this out. I got the example. So let's look at February 12, 2025 and then March 12, 2025. If we look at February, you guys can see the actual results. It came out to be at 0.4%. If we look at the March 12, 2025, the previous one was 0.4%, which was the actual closure of this one. The forecast is pretty much what they're expecting for the market to come out as, right? So they expected the market to be at a 0.3%. And if we look at the actual is pretty much what it came out to be at a 0.2%. If we look at tomorrow's CPI news, you guys can see that tomorrow, the previous one is 0.2%. The 0.2% was what pretty much it closed on the last one. Now, again, we have the forecast. This is pretty much what they're expecting, right? They're expecting to be at a 0.3%. Now, the actual obviously has not come out until it is 8:30. Now, I'm going to show you guys why it is very important to follow up with the news, because again, the news can go either against you or it can either go with you, right? So check this out. Let's say you guys were in a position right over here. All right, let's say you guys have entered a sell position right over here. You guys have your stop loss above these highs over here, and you guys have your take profit back and under these lows over here. Check this out. This one candle right over here is a green candle right over here is the news event. We have 8:30, the news opens up. Look exactly how the news affects a lot of things. Boom, we have very strong news, and the market did open up bullish. It flew over 300 points, taking you out of stop loss. And then check this out. Notice how price action just comes back all the way down, hitting your take profit, right? There's going to be times that you're going to be either on the good side or you're going to be on the bad side. If you're on the bad side here, you guys lost the trade. If you're on the good side, then you guys probably won the trade. But again, the idea is to take trade that only makes sense. There's no point for you guys to be trading when there's news. Because again, this is a very big candle. How are you guys going to be trading something like this, right? So again, this is exactly why it is very important for you guys to follow with Forex Factory. Now, this next program that we're going to be using is my FX book. Again, the only reason why I use my FX book is just for the FX calculator. I don't use it for anything else. But if you guys come over here in this website, my FX book, you guys are going to click on this FX calculator. You click on this one, you're going to go to position size. Click on this one, and then this is basically where you guys want to be at. Obviously, you guys can have it as favor, so you guys don't have to do all of those steps. But this is the position size calculator. You have your currency pair. Let's say you guys are trading Euro USD. You have your account currency, right? We're trading USD. Account size. Let's say your account size is at $5,000. You want to risk 1% on this next trade. Your stop loss is at 10 pips. You calculate it, boom, right there is going to give you guys the lot size, what lot size to use. And again, you're going to be risking only $50 because again, that is 1% of $5,000. Now, let's say your stop loss is at 15 pips. You calculate it, notice how the lot size goes down. but the risk continues being the same because again, you're risking 1%. If you're risking 2%, everything's going to change. You're risking $100 and then your lot size goes up. If you guys want to risk a little bit more, you're risking $150 and then you're using a bigger lot size, right? So you guys pretty much understand exactly how that works. If you use 100 pip stop loss, your lot size goes down, but then your risk, your losses continue being the same. If you want to risk 1%, lot size changes, but the risk continues being the same, right? Now, obviously, the lot size changes for every other different pair. So let's say, for example, we're trading Euro USD. It is a 0.5 lot. Let's say you guys want to focus on XAU USD. You guys are going to add another 0 because it's measured by different, calculated, and then this is again 0.5 lot, but again, you're risking the same. Let's say you guys are trading something else, GBP, JPY. Calculated, let's say 10 pip stop loss, it is going to be completely different. 0.74 lot, but again, you're risking the same amount. So notice how every single pair has its own different lot size to use, right? You're still risking the same amount, but it's going to be a different lot size, right? So this is another website you guys are going to use every single day so that you guys can obviously come in here, grab the lot size so you guys are using the right lot size so you guys can actually make more money, right? So that's the idea, because there's going to be times that you guys are going to click one lot size, you're not really seeing the profit, and you're probably just going to be losing more than what you're making because again, you don't know what type of lot size you're using. This website over here, it is very, very helpful so you guys can actually get the right lot size and risk the same amount of money. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this video, for this lesson. We just went over the programs, the tool, the website that we're going to be using every single day. It's nothing hard to understand. Now, I do highly recommend you guys to go to each of these websites right over here, create an account, play around with it, and get familiar with it. This is going to be all the websites that you guys are going to use every single day. And with this course over here, we're going to be using a lot of trading views. You guys can go back, you guys can do your back test and study exactly everything that we went over. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.